This is a faulty Amazon FIRESTICK. I think it's a first gen. I think I paid about £5 for it, so it wasn't expensive. It said in the listing that it didn't display, so it could be a no power issue because these haven't got any power lights on or anything. Or it could be a problem with the HDMI port, or it could just be completely broken. I have already plugged it in just to make sure that it isn't working, and it is indeed not working. Unfortunately, I didn't get a remote control with it, so I don't even know if there's a way to operate it without that, but let's just plug it in to a TV and see what happens. And we're going to use this TV that always massively reflects everything. Let's try and put it at an angle. Yeah, it just makes the camera go all weird. There we go, that's not too bad. Right, so let's plug the TV in. And let's plug the USB amp meter in. Right, we've got 5 volts. And let's plug this in. I've looked at the port already and it looks absolutely fine, which is why I'm plugging it in. So we're getting 0.23 amp draw, which is probably about right. I mean, I don't actually know, I've got nothing to compare it to. But when we plug it into the TV, well, it dropped to 0, but it says no support. And it's gone up to 0.07. Yeah, so it's gone back to 0 again. So as soon as you plug it into the TV, it appears to completely die. So I'm guessing there's something wrong with the HDMI socket. Although I've looked at that as well, and that also looks fine. But let's get it under the microscope, and let's have a look there. Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It looks absolutely fine. Maybe that pin at the end isn't quite right. But I don't think it would affect it, because it's still there. Just doesn't seem to be pushed through like all the others, does it? I don't know, maybe it is that. Like, if you look at all these, they're all sticking through here, but that one's not. I don't think I've got anything small enough to get in there. I mean, maybe, is it supposed to be like that? It does seem, it's further back than the others. But if you look, there's like more plastic there, like it's supposed to be like that. Maybe it is, you know. Yeah, all the others have got a cutout that comes almost right up to the edge. That one hasn't. So, yeah, I think that's normal. Okay, well, I'm going to take it apart and let's have a look at it on the inside. Oh, you didn't expect there to be any visible screws, did you? I'm guessing it's just clipped together.
A dodgy FIRESTICK, but not like that. We ain't no pirates, budgeons where it's at. Welcome Brian Mitchell to the CD crew. With Anthony Dean, that's the first 2. There's also Lee Benz and Christopher Shore. Dewey Jingus Badger Squatch and Sigma 4. Dr. Princess Wizard and then Web Lore. Freak Out TV completes the CD we adore. Moving right on to the HHG. With Charge Nut, Alex Common, Ozzy B. Kid Pig, Sandy Bags, get the money. Sarah Cat, Larry W, Green Z. Rubber Basson, John Pusha Kid B. Jonathan Hart and Mongolia, Michael Biggie. Scott made a thing, Steve Stepanek, Flux, James Reimer, Winkle, and a shot, Kid Sucks. Frosty Cool Slug, Iconics, Nate Lucas, and Pato Cake, be baking it up for us. That concludes this week's stupid song. If you didn't skip, you can do no wrong. Peace.
Alright, okay. It's cute, isn't it? Right, so obviously I can't see under there. There's a shield. Does that just clip on? Or is that soldered? I think it might be soldered. Let's not worry about that now. Let's have a look at the HDMI port. Zoom in. Can only see the ones on this side. I feel like it should have more than that. Yeah, there's going to be some under here as well. But how? So maybe that must come off. Aha. There we go. Well, the soldering looks absolutely fine. Right, I think we're going to have to get this under the microscope and let's have a look at it there. Right, well that's one side of it, and that all looks nice and
solid.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong there. Right, let's flip it over. Yeah. Same on this side. Actually looks like it's very well put together. Right, I think I'm going to have to do the old check for shorts. Quite a lot of capacitors. I would have expected the amp draw to be a bit higher if it had a short, but let's check anyway. Multimeter in. Continuity. I'm going to take a ground from the top of the port, say here, and let's go across these caps. I forgot which ones I've done and which ones I haven't done, but it doesn't appear that any of these are shorted. I think some of these are low, but no. Exactly what these are they like filters, aren't they? I think with the blue dots on. I remember them off the Echo show that I did. That had some of those. That says FL, so is this like a filter? I guess that's ground. Yeah, I think so. Oh. What, eh? Why is there no continuity through that one? There is there. Oh, and it's crossed. That's not good. I seem to remember from the Switch days, if it's crossed over like that, that's not good. That one's okay. And that one's okay. And are they crossed? No. Is that a filter though? I mean, it says FL. I'm just assuming that's a filter. Let me just check the ohms reading through there. Yeah, it's like 5 ohms. That's a dead short, but I think that's a ground. What's that one? Oh, that's meg ohms. What's going on? Meg ohms? So we're getting 5 ohms on that one. We're getting meg ohms on that one. Oh, I'm confused already. But that would potentially explain why it's not displaying if the filter isn't working, because it's right near the HDMI port. Let me just clean up the chip and just see if I can get any readings off it. It does look like it's got some letters on, but I can't for the life of me see what it says. I still can't. K KW? Looks like KW. That means nothing to me. Just like Vienna. Some people will probably get that. I've got a few results on this, what is it, all data sheet thing, which I never really trust. And it's saying KW, they all appear to be transient voltage suppressors. So, I suppose that kind of makes sense. It's not letting excessive current through, voltage through. I don't know what I'm talking about, as you can probably tell. All I know is that doesn't seem right to me. So we've got meg ohms down here, 5 ohms here, and we've got, well, open up here, which I don't think is right. So based on that excellent analysis, I'm going to take that chip off. I don't know what I'm going to do then, but I'm going to take the chip off. Let's do that first. I'm not going to bother with any aluminum tape or Captain tape. I'm just going for it. I'm in that kind of mood today. If I melt plastic, so be it. There we go. You know what? I don't think I actually checked. Shut up. Thank you. Yeah, I don't think I actually checked the capacitors here before I did that, and I probably should have done. And also, whatever those blue things are. Let's do that now while that chip's off. I mean, it might not register anything now. We're still on... Well, we're back on continuity. Yeah, there doesn't appear to be any... These are like in line, so just make sure they're not shorted. Oh, you are joking me. You are joking me. That's a dead short. That one's not. Yeah. Let's put it on ohms. So this one here. Oh, wait. Oh, no, it's not. Is it because it's still hot? Hey, well, let's go back to continuity. Okay, it's gone. Oh, but that way around... Wait, that's not... Is that not a capacitor? That way round it's short. That way around it's not. What? Oh, I'm confused. Let's go back to ohms. For what it's worth. Right, that way around. open. That way round. Dead short. Is that right? What about these little blue things? That's 2 ohms. That's also 2 ohms. I'm guessing that's about right. That's 0 ohms. That's a dead short. We're getting a lot of inconsistent readings here. And that's 0. I mean, again, I don't have one to compare it to, so I don't know what's normal and what isn't. That looks like a capacitor to me, right? That's OL. And OL. That one is OL. And short. Help. I mean, I don't know what that thing is. It looks like a capacitor to me, but it's clearly acting strangely. I'm going to take it off and just hope that it doesn't need it, because I don't think it's going to work with it there. And then I could check the chip, see if the chip itself is shorted or whether it was just this. I'm just going to move it to there for now, in the hope that I don't lose it. And then I can check the pad. Shut up! And then I can just check the pads and see if we're getting the same as we were before. So let's do that now. Between there and there, this way around, 0.3. Dead short. That way around, we're getting, oh well, I'm really confused. Is that normal? What about this one? Why didn't I check this one? Oh well. And oh well. Maybe that is normal. I'm going to leave it off though, because it's putting that short on the other rail, and I don't think it should be doing. Right, well, luckily I haven't lost to this yet. Right, well, I need to check it, don't I, and see if that was the problem or if it was that calling it a capacitor. Maybe it's not. Right, we're still on ohms. I'm going to get some blue tack. I have learnt my lesson. Some nice hairy blue tack. Lovely. Get in there. That looks a bit funny there, doesn't it? Oh, wait, what? Oh, well, that's gone.
Voiceover Steve here. Just while this idiot is pushing this chip further and further into this hairy blue tack, I just thought I'd butt in. And I'm wondering whether, watching this back now, whether that piece of metal that I've just scraped away actually had anything to do with this. Because that capacitor, it was the same when I took it off. The pads were still reading the same. So did that not have anything to do with it? I'm still confused, even though I'm watching this back and I have like hindsight and all of those other good things. I don't know. I'll stop rambling and we can pick this up where he's realised that there's far too much hairy blue tack and he needs a lesser amount of hairy blue tack.
Oh, I just know it's going to ping off if I don't use the blue tack. Maybe I shouldn't use so much, and maybe it should be less hairy. There. Surely now. Right, this one. Stop moving. 5 ohms. This one. 5 ohms. This one. Dead short, which it was on the board because it said ground. This one. Oh. Is it OL? Is it OL? No? It's 5 ohms. Last one. 5 ohms. I think that's fine. I don't think that's the problem. I'm going to put that back on. Tiny bit of flux. And we're back on, and we've got 440 and airspeed 60. I can't remember what it's out of. I think it's out of 120, in which case that's 50%. I'm going to come in with a little bit more flux, or loads. There we go, nice little dance. Oh, right, you can stop dancing now. Perfect. Right, well, I'll just clean that up. Shut up! Right, well, I'll just clean that up and then we can test it. Just need to double check that it's on the other side, because you can't quite see it from this angle, but it looks exactly like it did before. Oh, is it a bit more over? Oh, yeah, I think I'm not. I think it's on, but yeah, it needs to go that way a bit. Do it again. Oh, too far now. I thought this would just sit nice, but it's not doing. Sit nice, come on. Yeah, I think we've got it now. Yeah, I'm going to leave that there, that capacitor. Yes, perfect. Right, now let's clean... Shut up! Now let's clean it up. And just before I put it back together, let's just put the multimeter back on ohms. And let's just check these again. Right, so it was this one here. Hopefully now we're getting 5 ohms. We are indeed. This one here. I can't get to... Oh yeah, I can get to it. 5 ohms. This one here. Should still be a dead short, because it's a ground. And it is. This one here. 5 ohms. And this one here. 5 ohms. Okay, I'm probably foolishly optimistic about this one. Yeah, let's put it back together. Right, well, let's just plug into this first to make sure that we're still getting the same kind of amp draw. Here we go. 0.29, which is what it was until I plugged it in, and then it went to 0. Let's get the screen. I think I have to turn my light off because it just massively reflects it. Bear with. Ah, that's better. Right, you can't see the amp draw there, can you? There we go, still 0.3. Right, let's plug the screen in and do exactly what we did before. Plug the FIRESTICK in. Is it going to work? Place your bets. No! It just dropped to 0. I haven't even plugged it in yet. Oh no, now I'm worried. Right, well, let's just do it. Oh! Get in! A network error has occurred. To check your okay, it's just not set up for the internet, but which is, yeah, that makes sense. And I don't have a remote control, so what am I supposed to do? I'm going to have to Google it. Right, I've just Googled it, and apparently you can use your phone as a remote control, but to do that, your phone has to be on the same Wi-Fi as the FIRESTICK, and I can't connect the FIRESTICK to Wi-Fi because I haven't got the remote control to get into the settings. Huh? Oh, it's changed now. Network connection is lost. Please check your internet connection. Right. Well, I still can't do anything because this isn't touchscreen. Okay, so I fixed it, but I can't use it. Excellent. Oh, I might have to buy a remote control for it. Let's unplug it and plug it back in. Just watch it boot up from the start. Well, let's hope it boots up from the start. Right, no signal. Straight away. Nice. And then we go back to this stupid thing again. So if anyone knows a way of connecting to this without a remote control, or do I just need to buy a remote control? Or do I just need to throw it in the bin? I mean, recycle it responsibly. Anyway, that's enough nonsense. I think we'll just have to accept that it's a stupid FIRESTICK until I get a remote control.
The feeling is gone, only you and I, it means nothing to me.